All right, well, big 14-1 win tonight here for Cam. They win over Bedford. They advance on to the second round of districts here tonight as well. Here now with Coach Jordy. And, Coach, just your thoughts on this win tonight for your boys.
We've said we got to take them one game at a time, and sometimes that first one's the toughest. We did some things pretty well, but we still got some areas we need to improve in.
Sure, and obviously maybe a little bit more of a shaky start for you guys, at least defensively on the mound, specifically, with Speaker, a couple of walks there early. I mean, what's your message to him there, just to kind of get his emotions cooled down and set to go forward?
Yeah, basically I didn't tell him nothing because, he knows. He don't need to be reminded, and there was never any doubt that he was going to find it, and he did, so we needed him.
Sure, and obviously just kind of speak to his performance. Obviously he picks it up there defensively, 7 strikeouts tonight for him. Just speak to his performance on the mound tonight.
Yeah, he wasn't as sharp as he normally is, but he gutted it out, and second, third innings he settled down, and he was pretty tough. It's not like him to come out and walk the first 2 batters of the game, so I don't know what it was, but he figured it out.
Sure, and obviously there the 30 guys lighted up their offensively. The bats get high, you can score 10 runs. Just kind of speak to your guys' offensive performance, particularly in that inning where you guys got through the order almost twice.
Yeah, well, we got some good hitters, and when our bottom guys get on base, that just makes us that much better. We stress putting the ball in play, and we had a few strikeouts, but not very many, and we hustle on the bases, so we got a couple, that just by hustle that we got base hits out of, so we just got to keep it going.
Sure, and obviously you guys were able to take advantage of a couple of mistakes on the defensive side for Bedford as well. I mean, how important is that, particularly obviously in postseason, to make sure you guys are able to capitalize on those?
Oh yeah, we had a bunch of runs with 2 outs. That's something we talk about too, getting big 2-out hits, and a couple of those that we scored probably weren't base hits, but we hustled on the bases and we beat them out. So yeah, we just got to keep it going.
Sure, and obviously you got a group of 5 seniors who have been a huge part of this team so far this year. Speaking of one of them, Tickner also. I mean, just kind of speak to what they were able to bring to the field for you guys in terms of leadership and just bring that experience.
It makes it easy on me because I just sit back and watch them play. I mean, they've played enough baseball that they don't need to be reminded of what to do, and they're really good leaders. They are good baseball players. They know the game, so it makes it easy on me, and they are good to the younger kids as well.
Obviously, you mentioned that one game at a time mentality. I mean, any thoughts on you guys will be taking on Lennox on Tuesday? Just kind of looking ahead to that matchup.
Well, Lennox is not afraid of us. I mean, they beat us once last year, and we beat them by 1 in the district final, and we beat them by just 4 earlier on in the season. So, I'm sure they're eager to get going.
So congrats on the win, Coach. Once again, Cam wins big 14-1 tonight over Bedford. They'd move on to the second round of districts here now with Lane Speaker, contributor offensively and defensively as well. Lane, just give us your thoughts on your winning guys moving on in the postseason.
Yeah, I think most of us were seeing the ball pretty well tonight, and not going to lie, had a little bit of nerves on the mound tonight just because senior year, first postseason game, but I worked out of that pretty quick, and everyone behind me was playing well, and it was just a good, solid team win. I'm excited to move on.
Obviously, you mentioned that maybe a little bit of a shaky start there, a couple of walks to begin off the first inning, but just kind of take us through what's going through your mind there and just sort of how you're able to cool yourself down a little bit and obviously put on a pretty decent performance after.
I mean, I'm always pretty cool on the mound, but like I said, it being my senior year and any one of these games can be my last game, there's just a little bit of nerves, but I would say from here on out I'm going to be pretty good because we got that first game out of the way, and as long as we stay mentally locked in every game, we should be pretty hard to beat.
Obviously, offensively, you guys pick it up there, especially in that third inning, get through the order almost twice in that inning alone. You guys put up 10 runs. Just kind of speak to, obviously, it just seems like a full lineup you guys got right now. Up and down the board, you guys can be able to put yourselves on base.
Yeah, every single guy up and down our lineup can hit the ball pretty dang well. It's just we got to get everyone hot at the same time. It never seems like we can get everyone hitting the ball at the same time, but like you said, that third inning was just popping really well, and hopefully we can continue that throughout the next few games we have and continue to win.
Obviously, you were part of that. If you got yourself on base a few times, just kind of speak to your offensive performance tonight.
I've been seeing the ball pretty well lately, and I had a lot of off-speed pitches. I think I saw a curveball almost every time out of, I don't know how many pitches I saw, but probably about 90% of them were curveballs, and then that last one I struck out on was a fastball. But, yeah, been seeing the ball well lately, and hopefully I can continue that, and hopefully everyone else behind me can continue to hit the ball well and get on base.
And obviously, you mentioned you're a group of that Big Five, a group of seniors this year. And I mean, just how big is it for you guys to be able to extend that postseason? You guys came so close last year to get in the state. Just kind of speak to continue to be able to have that chance this year.
Yeah, in baseball especially, we've been so close to getting there, but just never managed to get over the hump. And football was kind of the same way, and we finally got over there, and we managed to get ourselves in the state championship and win that. And I think that kind of helped us throughout everything. I mean, going through every game, we know what we got to do. We know we got to stay mentally locked in. And when you got a special group of 5 seniors playing ball together that have played a lot of baseball, it's really fun, and you can do a lot of damage with them.
Sure. Obviously, Joe Kaufman also came in after you, closed out that game, got 5 strikeouts himself, didn't allow a hit as well. Just kind of speak to his performance and what he was able to do to kind of help you out there, close that game.
Yeah, me and Joe and Cade and Colby, we can all throw it pretty hard, I'd say. And about the only time someone hits off us if we're piping fastballs down the middle, if we make a mistake. But yeah, if we're locked in pitching and mentally, we're going to be a tough team to beat, especially just because the amount of innings we've clocked throughout our 5 years and stuff that goes along with that.
Congrats on the win, Lane.